everybody, this is the Master of Cubes here with another edition of Demoman, the series where we play demos of games on Steam to see A, are they fun, B, is the demo worth checking out, and C, would I recommend the game based on my experience with the demo. So today we're playing a demo for a game called The Little Ball That Could. This game's available on Steam. It came out on the 12th of September, but the demo only came out, I think, yesterday, or I don't know what days this is going up, around the 22nd or so of September, 2017. Anyway, it is $8 US on Steam. It's $8.79 here in Canada, in Canadian dollars, and let's get into it. So I will throw in a quick caveat though before we start actually playing. I'll get into some technical things later on in the video, but for now I just want to mention when I'm recording this in 720p, and when I put the game in 720p, it's scaled down really badly, especially in full screen. So I set it to windowed, but it's still pretty rough in places. Like we go in the settings menu. The text and stuff looks really blurry and bad, and I'm not entirely sure how much worse it makes the game look. But with this game, with its minimalist aesthetic that we'll get into eventually, it does look. It'll probably look better, is what I'm trying to say, if you decide to get this game and you download it on your computer and play it probably in 1080p or higher. It should look better and crisper and complement the minimalist aesthetic more. Also, I noticed in the controls menu, it says that you can push space to jump, but there's no jump mechanic, at least not in the demo. I don't know if there's a level like where you get the ability to jump or something in the main game. But anyway, so the demo has 5 selected levels. A quick thing I'll say is that I think while they do a good job of showcasing the different mechanics available in this game, although I didn't finish the blue world because I found that level annoying. Anyway, point is, it kind of just throws you into it. I assume they introduced mechanics better in the actual game, where there's a bit of a ramp up. There are 120 levels in the main game, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Yeah, the music keeps getting louder and quieter too. That's a little weird. Anyway. So we'll start with the purple world, sort of the tutorial level within the demo. So you control this ball, the little ball that could. And the first thing is that it has the minimalist, sort of low polygon aesthetic, especially with the water. I think the water looks a little weird, but other than that, just with the lighting and the primary colors, I really like the look of this game. I mean, oh, and there I'm dead. All right. So this game, you control the ball, and that's it. You move around with the ball, and because of this isometric perspective, by the way, I've started playing this game with the keyboard, and in my opinion, that isn't possible, because the keyboard, you can only move straight left, straight right, up or down, and every single movement in this game is going to be diagonal because of that perspective. You'll never, ever, ever just go straight left, right, up or down, and it's not like a first-person shooter where you're moving with the mouse to adjust for that. So yeah, you need a gamepad to play this, I think. But whether you're playing with the keyboard or the controller, you can control it one-handed, and I think that's really good for a game I really appreciate games you can play one-handed. Like I was playing a ton of Peggle today, and just being able to sit back and just use the mouse or just use one hand on the keyboard for other games. Aha, I've just got a pickup. I really, really value that in a game. Oh, and I'm stuck here. All right. Anyway, as you can see, I'm going down here, and as I fall, I take quite a hit. So yeah, and this here is cushion, so that if I fall on there, I don't die as easily. And as I'm sure you'll see soon, if I get squished by this, I die. And if you hit into another surface, which includes falling, and it includes just going straight into like a wall in front of you with too much momentum, you will just die. Okay, there I fell off, but I was trying to go into a wall really fast to demonstrate. You will die. Oops, if you'd run into a wall too fast. And while I'm up here, let's get that other pickup, the gem. There are 3 gems and a puzzle piece to collect in every level. I think they unlocked your ability to unlock new levels. So like to progress forward through the game in the normal game. In the demo, they don't do anything, obviously. In addition to the three gems, oh, okay. I think there I actually did die from slamming straight into the wall. So there's the demonstration of my concept of my, what I was saying. Anyway, and in addition to the 4 collectibles, there's also a goal to complete a level in a certain amount of time. And that's actually an interesting challenge. Let's actually restart the level. so we can demonstrate. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can, but here's the thing. The main mechanic of this game isn't just moving, it is momentum management. Oh, okay, I almost died there. That's what the sort of fuzzy, almost black screen there for a second was. So I need to not let the ball roll too fast, or I will just die, straight up. So you gotta go fast, but not too fast, and it's actually kind of interesting. It doesn't always feel amazing because you're only, it's not like, oh, that's what the ticking is. It's when you get close to the time limit. Okay, so I just barely did it. But anyway, so the point is that it's a fun idea. It doesn't always quite work for me though, because it's not like a racing game where you have a brake button and where you can really control your speed. Your only way to slow down is to slam the analog stick in the opposite direction that you were moving. So it's just, I don't know, it feels a little awkward, but I really like the idea. And I'm just gonna skip the blue, or I'll play the blue world briefly. I don't find this one that fun, but it shows that this game's already starting to branch out, where instead of just a linear level like that one, this one, there are already 2 paths we can take, and we're gonna have to backtrack eventually if we want to get that pickup. And this one has quite striking lighting effects that I think look quite nice. I also like the look of the water in this one better than just the sort of, you know, the low polygon wavy water look from before. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. Okay, and so we've already seen, obviously, okay, I'm dead, that now there are more obstacles. Before, I don't think there were, oh, there were the pistons, but besides the pistons, there weren't really any in the last level, and we're gonna see pretty soon that this game throws a lot of different stuff at you. It has a lot of different sort of basic building blocks of levels in terms of obstacles. And so we'll get through here. So the flowy, the flashy, I don't even know what color it is, but the glowy portal looking thing there, that, okay, I have to go this way. That is a checkpoint. So if I die, I get taken back there. The level stays exactly where it was. So any puzzles I've solved or anything will stay solved. And I just go right back there, and the clock keeps ticking, so I'll have to manually restart the level if I'm trying to complete the time limit. And this is a platform that rolls, so I fell into the hole there, but it's notable that it doesn't actually wait for you to get in the hole to move. So as soon as you touch it once, it's gonna move back. So I'll sit here and wait for a sec. The platform's gonna move left and right on its own, independently of me being in it, or if I'm just, what happens, kept happening to me was I would be on the edge of it, slowing down, trying to get in the hole, and it would start rolling and just knock me off, which is a little annoying. I guess that's part of the challenge of momentum management and stuff, but I don't know, just annoyed me. These are the boosters, which are cool, but they feel really awkward to me. I'm never, oh my god, like, I'm never clear on when, like, on this like within the square space that is the boost, I'm never clear when I'm actually gonna gain the speed, and it usually seems like I can just gain momentum from running to sort of that I never actually need the boost to go anywhere, and it just doesn't feel right. It feels wrong, and it might seem like I'm being negative on this game, but not with the music. With the music, with the aesthetic, with the sort of sit back and play with one hand thing, I think, and sort of the relaxed mechanics, I think this game is a pretty cool kind of play this game while you're sitting there listening to a podcast, or just to kind of zone out for a bit, like relax. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there, but a sort of relaxation kind of game. I think this game has a lot of potential for that, with sort of the like not busy, clean, minimalist aesthetic. Let's get out of the level. I don't like the level very much. Let's do the yellow worlds first. So this time we have the 2 platforms. So as you see, if I just step on there and then go away, it starts moving on its own, which it will continue to do for the rest of the level. And I have these platforms, or these walls rather, and those will rotate eventually, but they are not yet rotating because I need to light up the moon button. So, because there's a moon logo there. And so this is how the game eventually seems like it ends up being. More open, sort of puzzle solving almost. It becomes like just a puzzle game. It's not actually a platform game at all. Gotta avoid these holes. So that's, oh my god, that's a spring, which I find pretty awkward to control. because I don't know. I can't even describe it. Just, oh my god, it feels like the height it sends me is different every time. Like, I totally went higher that first time where I went flying over the platform. Oh god, damn it. Anyway, I've been just throwing really scattered shots at this game. The shattered like impressions of different things in this game. Basically, my overarching opinion is that it seems like it could be fun. It's just really missing a lot of polish. Like, the spikes are fine, whatever, but the platforms feel weird because you don't always get in the hole and they just kind of move without you, and that means if you die on one, you have to sit there and wait for it to come back because the level stays how it was when you die. I like the collectibles. I like that there are multiple things to do in each level. I'm someone, oh shoot. I really enjoy collectibles in like in games like this, where with levels, I really like just playing and getting every single collectible, all 3 stars or it's whatever, etc., before I go on to the next level. So that really appeals to me, just kind of having a tiny little space to explore, learn the secrets of, learn how to do things you didn't know you'd be able to do otherwise, that kind of thing. I really like that. And what the comparison that I would make for this game, the game it reminds me the most of, I think this will be a little surprising, is actually Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Do you remember that Wii U game? It was a spin-off of Super Mario 3D World. I had to remember if it was Land or World for a second there. Oh my god, I almost died there. So yeah, anyway, I would compare it to that because your only real mechanic is moving. So if you don't know, Captain Toad was basically a mini game that got made into a full game from Mario 3D Land, where you play as Toad, and the premise is, could we make a Mario game if Mario couldn't jump? So you're walking around and kind of solving puzzles and getting to the end that way, and it's not particularly demanding, and neither is this. So that's, oh man, the spring feels so weird. That's what I feel most apt comparing this game to. And this game, oh my god, really? Anyway, this game has a lot going for it, right? Like, it looks great, it has the cool music. Anyway, so basically you have to keep going through that way and push all the buttons so that eventually you loop back to the start. You loop back to the start and you manage to get to the end because you've activated those walls to move out of the way. But the game just is lacking a lot of polish. A lot of them, the boost pads feel weird. The springs don't seem to work the same every time, and there's just some confusing things. And also, there are just little things. Like, so right now, there's things on Yellow World, right? I'm moving the stick on my controller left and right. It's not doing anything. And half the time, nothing happens on the keys either. Okay, it's working now. Sometimes it doesn't. That totally went from, anyway. So I need to use an input with the mouse or sometimes the keyboard in order to get it to, and now it's working with the joystick just fine. So just little confusing things like that. I really feel like this game is lacking like a decent bit of polish, which is so disappointing. Like the shadows. I like this music. Actually, I'm not sure, but I think the game might have some kind of dynamic music. Also, quick note, the first time I played this, I tried to go this way and got super confused on what to do. I didn't even notice that there's a green platform here, it just blended in. You have to take this platform first before you can do anything else. So anyway, that digression. Oh my god, what? I didn't push anything. Oh, so that's what I mean, where sometimes you're not in the hole and the platform's awkward. But like that, just these little moments where the game, I think, lacks polish. And it's super disappointing because I love the concept here. I want to just relax and try to find all the collectibles. And apparently, according to the Steam store page, this game is a story. I guess that's the potential to be like a Thomas Was Alone kind of thing. And it says it has an alternate ending and things like that. And I'm really interested in that. I think that sounds awesome. And oh my god, I really, really want to recommend this game. But, oh man. Oh god, anyway, this level, you have to push that button and go back to the start. I promise I was better at this when I wasn't talking at the same time. I'm a lot more focused on my commentary right now. But yeah, like the fact that there's a jump button in the options menu and I have no idea why. Damn. So that's kind of splitting platforms thing. And the fact that the isometric perspective makes controlling a bit awkward sometimes. It doesn't seem like they've really done anything to try to fix that. I would almost wonder if they could like add some awkward mouse control thing. But like, I don't know. it feels like it needs like some of those like quality of life kind of improvements, just in terms of feel. And like in terms of feel, like the sound design is mostly pretty good. I don't know, it feels, I don't know how to describe it. It almost feels like I hit a wall and then sort of like, it's like, oh, this, now the game is pushing a button for the sound to play. It doesn't always sound like the sound's actually happening from what I'm doing. I think they might be a little bit late. Like they should happen a little sooner or something like that. But that's kind of all besides the point. It's just, it's not really playable with the keyboard. It doesn't really have a break button, so the slowing down doesn't quite feel good. It could be a good game to zone out to, but there are times where you really have to focus just because of how confusing some of the mechanics are. Like, you really need to focus to get, oh yeah, and there's a wall here. Just so annoying because you can't see it. Just, I don't know, that's just a little level design mistake. I think this is the worst level in the demo. But there's just all these little tiny, like, polish issues, and I've said that over and over, but that's really what I think the problem with this game is. With a few patches though, I think this is gonna be a really good game. And for $8, I don't know, maybe if this game goes on sale quite a bit, then oh yeah, that's a cool little game to pick up and play once in a while. I really want to recommend this, guys, but I don't know, I don't think I can recommend this game. However, once you get into the groove of it, and if you're not playing the blue or green level, I think I had more fun with the other ones, then I do think the game is fun. I really like the game's concept, and if you're just sort of sitting there and you're willing to, and you don't mind the trial and error, and you're willing to just put in a couple tries, just really see what you can do with this game, I do think it's fun. There's something here. There's something in this game, and I'm really curious about that story mode. I might buy it. I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm gonna buy it yet. I'm really curious about that story mode, which is the main reason why. I might wait for it to go on sale or something, because I'm so curious about this. I think I'll just add it to my wishlist for now. But anyway, that said though, I would recommend the demo, because it's pretty cool. You get, like, if playing, it took me about, and I was doing really badly, like dying over and over. It took me about 5 or 6 minutes to complete each level the first time. And that was me like not knowing any of the mechanics. So I would guess it would generally take about 4 minutes to play through each level and generally get enough collectibles, you know? And then if you want to do the speedrun things, there's that. And you can, the 5 levels, I don't know, even though it'll take you a while to learn how to play it because you don't have the tutorial levels, I think the demo is worth trying, and it's only 85 megabytes, I believe, was what it said on the Steam downloader. So it's like, it's really easy to just sort of pick up and suddenly try, right? And I've said this over and over, I want to recommend this game, and if you go on the Steam storage page for this, they're like different colored balls that I guess have different mechanics, or that's the story mode or something, and this game looks absolutely fantastic in screenshots, and because of the lighting and the different effects they do, there's serious potential here. I think it might even be worth keeping an eye on this to see if the devs patch it to sort of improve some quality of life feel kind of things. And also, even just the jump, like what is the jump thing? Why does it say jump there? Is that something in the final game? I don't know. I wouldn't pay. It feels almost like half finished, like it's one patch away kind of thing from being a cool game that I would recommend. So I think I've made my thoughts on this game mostly clear. Would recommend demo, would not recommend game, with the caveats I've already mentioned. I think it is fun at points and could be a ton of fun overall. And like, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was a fun game. And especially this, I don't think this would be a game you play for hours and hours. Just, again, like, pick it up here and there, listen to some music, or the game has music, but just zone out or listen to a podcast or something. There is potential here. And that's why I do this series, just to sort of get a quick taste of the game and try to learn, like, not only, like, just little individual things that can make a game good or ruin, or, like, I really think there are a lot of little things here that are ruining what should be a cool game that it would be for a niche audience. But I would be part of the niche audience that would like this game. This is the kind of game I would like. And so I think we can learn from this, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think there's a lot to be learned here about what little tiny, like, quality of life things that aren't even really visible in the game how they could really have an impact on how a game comes across in ways that a lot of people won't even be able to like articulate. They'll just be like, oh, this game feels bad, and stop playing. So I really think that we can learn from this, or the devs can fix it. It's not so far gone that there's nothing here. So I would recommend at least trying the demo, seeing if it's your jam, seeing if you actually mind those little annoying things that I said. It's perfectly possible that someone wouldn't mind it. Like, it has 3 reviews on Steam, and I believe they're all positive, I mean. So that's it. This is a little bit rambly because I have such scattered thoughts on this, but there is something here, guys. There's something here. And so that's been the Demoman. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something. Probably not learned something, but it's an interesting case study in any way. And so some ideas to think about why we like the games we like, why we don't like the games we don't like, what turns us off sort of subconsciously about games. And if any of you are game developers, just sort of, this might be a game to try and just compare against your game or something like that, which feels bad to say, but nonetheless, that's been my shtick. Hopefully that was interesting. Let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it, you know, if there's anything in my video that is bad or quality of life mistakes or lacks polish. I would love to know, you know, it's a two-way street. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.